Today we bring to you the OroPulse by Lynk. The OroPulse is a glans head stimulator. It is a vibrator and a suction device designed to essentially milk or suck the male penis, specifically the glans, the top portion of the penis. This is a great tool for men who are looking for greater satisfaction, not quite, I wouldn't call it a blowjob feeling, but a very powerful stimulation towards the penis tip. Also really great tool for men who suffer from erectile dysfunction. Often toys are not really designed for men who cannot achieve an erection, and that has been a problem, but Lynk has solved that problem with the OroPulse. You do not need to have an erect penis in order to enjoy the benefits of the OroPulse. So the product comes in a really unique tube rather than your standard boxes. As you can see here, they have really nice line art showing the product itself, true to size, also showing the different buttons and everything that is on the product. Their slogan, satisfy more. So the product comes sealed from the factory. I've already opened this up, but we'll just go ahead and show you what's going on inside. So we'll pop this top off, and we have some foam. Then we have the OroPulse itself. We have an instruction manual, and we have the magnetic charging. So this is the unit itself. It is made from a body-safe TPR rubber material. It does have dual bullets on either end, including the control panel here and the magnetic charging port at the top. To charge it, you would simply open up the charger, and there is the two magnetic charging connectors on one side and the USB charger on the other. Simply plug this into a USB wall outlet or a computer, and the other end will just simply magnetic click to the two dots above the button. You simply go like this and charge it, and that is it. Charging on this is about 2 hours or so, and it should give you about an hour's worth of fun at full power. Getting into the manual, here's the manual for the OroPulse. It does include instructions on how to use, including charging instructions and some warnings and things of that nature. All right, let's get into the product itself. So as mentioned, the top portion is a soft-coated ABS plastic with silicone buttons. This portion is water safe. It's not submergible safe, but it can be splash, so we call it splash proof. Do not submerge this. There is holes in here that are used for the air suction, and if water gets in the holes, it can damage the product, so we want to make sure we don't do that. I'll open up the sleeve here so you can see it is quite stretchy, so it can accommodate penis sizes, a range of penis sizes. On the inside, let's see if I can flip this inside out. You will see, well, here you can see the two bullets that are embedded in the sleeve, and then you can see it does have many rows of textured ribs and dots. These add to the stimulation when using the item. From here, you flip it back inside out. And let's get here, and I'll show you exactly how to use it. First, let me get you some sizes on this product. Cover this on. All right. So the overall length of the OroPulse is roughly 8 inches. The width of the head is roughly 2.1 inches. And then the overall width of the sleeve, including bullets, is going to be 3.4 inches. The hole opening here where you would insert your penis is roughly 0.7 inches or so, maybe 0.8 inches, but as mentioned previously, it can stretch out to accommodate sizes much larger than that. It is designed to be airtight here, so that is why the hole is smaller, but again, it is made from very squishy and soft material, which would allow for comfort during the vacuum process. All right, to power it on, you'd hit the top button here, simply hold the power button on for 3 seconds, and you'll see it light up blue. And from there, you're ready to go. There's one button here, which is a manual suction mode, and then the other one is to power on the vibrators. To get the unit going, you would simply press the top power button again. And from here, you can see, you can hear it going. So I'm gonna use, you can see the suction. This is mode 1. There's mode 2, which will hold it longer and tighter. And then you have mode 3, which is more powerful, longer holds, and quicker pressure releases. There is 4 total vacuum speeds here. So this is the fourth and final, which goes much quicker and much looser, I guess you can call it. And then when you go back, you would simply cycle through using that same button. And then from here, we have the vibrator function, which you would simply click on. And from here, you can hear the 10 different speeds and vibration settings. Both bullets will go at the same time. It is extremely powerful. And you have 10 different cycles from there. Now let's go here. I'm going to power this back off for a second. And then power it back on. And you can use this with just the vibrator. So if you want no suction, you just want vibrations, you could simply do that by clicking the vibrator button here on the left-hand side and cycle through all of the different vibrations. Now you can go, here's the manual mode. Let's turn this back off, turn it back on. And then this is the manual suction mode. So you can, if you just hold it, it will continue sucking until you release it. Simple as that. Till you do it again, and you can control how tight you want to go. So you can simply go quick, like so, or you can go long holds like this. Now I want to show you use with a dildo, so we can pull this one up. Apply copious amounts of water-based lubricant to your penis as well as to the opening, because again, it is tight. I'm not going to use lubricant right now, so I'll just show you how to do it without. Let's just pull this apart. It is a very tight fit without lubricant, which is obviously why you want to use lubricant. And here you go. So from here, we'll just turn it back on. And you can see the suction directly on the dildo itself. You can cycle through it again. Oops, I turned it off. Cycle through it again. We can turn the vibrator on. And now you're getting dual stimulation, both suction and vibrations. So it can be used hands-free if you could figure out how to balance it on your penis without your hands, or you could put it in between couch cushions or something like that to continue using it hands-free. Now if we want to go back to the hold section where we do all manual, you can do that right here just like so. Now I'm going to show you for men who suffer from erectile dysfunction. Let's power this off for a second. So here we have a limp penis, so this will mimic men with erectile dysfunction. So again, you'll want to place copious amounts of water-based lubricant on your penis and on the sleeve, and then you're going to kind of hold your penis firm and press it through. And obviously you'll have two hands available to you to do that when you are using it on your own body. And simply all you would do is place your flaccid penis in here, and we're going to go ahead and power it on again. And then same thing. So you do not need an erection. You can be completely flaccid while using this. As long as you can create an airtight seal here, you will be able to use this both from vibrations, all 10 vibrating speeds, and all 10 suction speeds, no problem. You can also hit that manual button again and hold it for as long as you'd like for a really intense, powerful sucking and vibrating function. This works especially well for men who have erectile dysfunction. You can see the suction here, how much suction really is. Now I'll let it go, and I'll do that again and it'll pop out. So you can see when it has suction, it has a lot of suction. One thing I do want to note is there's two air holes at the top of the unit. These are where the vacuum air comes out. You can safely ejaculate in here, and I just want to give fair warning. The body fluids can come out of this hole. It will be able to be cleaned, but just something to be aware of, it might come out a little faster than you'd expect. So it is safe to ejaculate in. And again, it's a fantastic item. Very unique to the market. One of the first we've ever seen that can be used with flaccid penis, erectile dysfunction. Also great for men who can be fully erect. Very powerful, hyper focus on the penis glands, which is the most stimulating part of the male body. So it is something that is a very unique item that I highly recommend anybody looking for a kind of a milking penis head glands stimulator. The OroPulse is the item to go. Thank you very much.